Hey guys, what's going on? So today we're looking at 24-hour times. So we've been working on this a bit in class, but this is a step-by-step for it. So we know that each day has 24 hours in it, right? And we know that midnight is where each day starts. So looking at our clock up here, 00 is also 12 o'clock. So we've got a special clock here that has full 24 hours on it. So we know that this time here is both midnight and midday. So it's 00 and 12. So we're looking at the difference in it today. So we know that our clock starts at midnight. So we can write that as 0000. And we know that that's the start of our day. Then as it goes on, obviously, we'll go up to 1 and 2 o'clocks and so on. And then when you get to the afternoons, that's where if we take a full trip around in our morning session, that's our AM, and we get back to 12, we then take a step outside to our PM times, which is 1 is 13, and so on. So I'm just going to quickly rub out that just so it's nice and clear for us. So what we're looking at, if we're looking at our 12-hour time, that one is always going to be our normal digits, but it's always going to say if it's AM or PM. Now the difference between 12 and 24 is 24-hour time doesn't have that. It's always going to have 4 digits with that little thing in the middle. So if we're looking at, let's say, 4 o'clock, so we know that 4 is 16 because it's right beside it, we would write 1600. So we know it's always going to have 4 digits. Even if it's in the morning, we still have our 4 digits there. So if we did 3 o'clock, it would be 0300. So that's the difference between 12 and 24-hour time. So in 12-hour time, we know midnight is going to be 12 a.m. because it's the start of our day. So it means it's going to be in the morning, and midday goes into the afternoon. So it'll be PM. So from there, that's how we change it. So putting that into a bit of practice, I know that can seem a little bit confusing. If we go down here, looking at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. So we know that PM means it's going to be in the afternoon. We're going to look at how to write that in 24-hour time. So we know it's going to be 4 digits. So there's no minutes on there, so we can put our 00 straight away. So looking at 7 p.m. Easiest way to do it is if it's after midday, we get our 7 and we just add it to 12 because we've already gone past midday. So if we go back up to our clock, we know that midday has 12 hours in it, and that's where it changes from AM to PM. So we've used up whole 12 hours, add them together, 7 and 2 is 9, and 1 is 19. So it would be 19 o'clock. Pretty straightforward. If you get a PM time, add 12 to it, and you'll get your 24-hour time. Easy as that. So if we've got AM, so 10 AM. This is an easy one. We know it's 12 hours past midnight. Sorry, 10 hours past midnight. All we have to do is 0 plus 10, which is pretty straightforward. It would be 10, but we don't finish there. It always needs to be our 4 digits, so we'll add that on. Easy as that. Now, this problem is taken straight from our stepping stones. It gives us a word description of a time. We need to put it in 12 and 24-hour time. Now that can be pretty easy, or it can be pretty tricky. So what we're looking at 12 minutes past 4 in the afternoon. So there's our keyword, afternoon. Because it's the afternoon, we know it's going to be PM. So we've already established it's past midday. So 12 minutes. That's pretty straightforward. It tells us it's 12 minutes past 4. So there's our time in 12-hour. 12 minutes past after 4 p.m. Now we need to put it into 24-hour time. So as I said before, it has to have 4 digits, and easiest way to do it is if we do our hours, so 4 o'clock plus 12 hours pretty simple. 4 plus 12 is 16. So we would do 16 minutes, 16 hours and 12 minutes. So that would be our 12 and our 24-hour time. Alrighty, so I want you to pause the video now and have a go at this one for me. So I'll give you a couple of seconds to pause it. Alrighty, hopefully by now you should have solved our problem. So we're looking at flight CW71 arrives at 10:15 at night. So we know that our hour is, it's 10:15. So our hour will be 10. Sweet. So 10, 15. Now if we looked at our clock, which I'm assuming you'll still have in front of you, 15 is 15 minutes. So we know it's 10:15, but we haven't finished our 12-hour time yet. What am I missing? I'm missing our AM or PM. Now we know it's at night, so it's going to be a PM. All right, now moving on to our 24-hour time. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky, so we need to change our hours around. So we've already got our 4 digits, so that's sweet, but we need to make it to 10 PM at night in 24-hour time. So what do? We get our 12 hours because it's after midday. So we get our 12 that have already gone past, and we add our original hour to it. So 12 plus 10 is 22. So we know it's going to be 22 and 15. So that's our 24-hour time. All right. Good luck, guys. And if you have any questions, come see me in class, please.